Hey guys, it's Andrea, and before you say anything, I'm sick. So that's why my voice is weird. Just get that out there. I don't know why I'm being sassy, but I am, so deal with it. Today I'm here with a haul video. Woo, 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 woo. I know this is going to be a #1 of May because I already know that I have more books on the way and some that are already here, but I'm saving for the next one just because I got a lot. What am I doing, guys? I'm supposed to be shrinking my TBR. Today I have 12 books to show you, which is a lot considering this is only going to be part 1 of who knows how many. Hopefully only 2, but can't promise anything. Yikes. So let's just get this started so that this video isn't 20 years long, okay? Cool. First off, I'm gonna do the books I got from Thrift Books, which is an awesome used store for online people. Okay, so the first 2 are actually, I'm gonna blame Elizabeth Olsen for both of these buys because I heard about these because of her, so I blame you if you're watching this, and even though I'm the one who bought them, I'm just going to blame you because it makes me feel better. And the first one is Tail Chaser's Song by Tad Williams. It sounded super interesting because the main characters are cats. And I've never read a book where the main characters are actually animals. And that's really all that took for me to buy it. The next one that was influenced by Elizabeth was The Extraordinary Adventures of Alfred Kropp, and if you've watched her videos, she's mentioned this in several of them. She talks about this all the time. She just speaks so highly of it, so I knew I needed it. It sounds super interesting. It has to do with like Knights of the Round Table or something. Oh, and this is by Rick Yancey, by the way, who is the guy who wrote Fifth Wave and stuff like that, but I haven't read that yet, so I have nothing to base it on. I've heard this is pretty gory, but that doesn't really bother me. I'm excited to read it. The next one and the last one from Thrift Books is Perfect Timing by Laura Spinella. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what this is about, but I heard pretty good things, and it's a contemporary. And I wanted another romancy contemporary because I really don't have many to read. And I was in the mood, so I bought it, and now I have it, and I'm gonna read it. The next book I got was from the Book Depository, and that was The Final Empire, which is the Mistborn book #1, and this is by Brandon Sanderson, and I got it from the Book Depository because this is the UK cover, and I'm in love with it. Like, just look at that gorgeousness. And if you've seen the US cover, it's disgusting. I don't like it. And even though it would have been way cheaper for me to buy a box set of the US, probably for the same price as this, I didn't care because I wanted the UK covers because they're so pretty. So pretty. I've read a book by Brandon Sanderson before, Steelheart, and it was amazing. And my sister-in-law has read a lot by him, and she loves him. So I'm really excited for this. I actually started listening to it on an audiobook, and I liked the story a lot, but it was just hard for me to get into because that was my first time ever using an audiobook, and I hated it. So I just stopped, and I was like, no, I'm going to buy it so that I can actually read this and enjoy it and give it the love it deserves. The next books I got were from Books-A-Million.com. I really wish I had a Books-A-Million here. Like, I would go there all the time. But we don't, so that sucks. The reason I got something from there is because they had this beautiful book, The Daughter of Smoke and Bone, by Lani Taylor, or Lani Taylor. I got this for this honker, like these big ones, which are usually like $18, like typical. And I got it for like $3.50, $4. Was a bargain book, and it's perfect because if you see behind me, I actually own the second one because I bought this from Books A Million a different month because it was on sale and I got it for $3. And I bought it even though I didn't have the first one just because getting this for $3 is ridiculous and I knew I was going to love the series anyways. So I bought it, and then when I finally saw that this was on there too, I can finally have both of them. And I can finally actually read these. So excited. I gotta be honest though, I really do not like the cover of this one. I love, 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 love this cover. I don't like this cover at all. I know this is a fantasy novel, and that is about it. I heard it's super confusing and you just gotta stick with it. But I'm okay with confusing things and I'm really excited and I've heard really good things. So I'm excited to read this and I hope I'm not disappointed because a lot of people have said really good things. So that gets my hopes high and, you know. But I'm excited to read both of these really. So, yay! Alright, and because I bought Daughter of Smoke and Bone, in order to make the shipping worth it, I bought 2 other bargain books that were really cheap. And the first one I bought was Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. I've actually already read this. It's a contemporary, and I remember I really liked it when I read it. I can't really remember it that well. But the nice thing about this is that it's not really, I mean, I've already read it, so it's not like adding another to my TBR. I just remember I enjoyed this, and I've read it twice, I remember that, so obviously I liked it. And I know, and it's a romance, just like Sarah Dessen in all her books. And I just remember it being cute, so I got it. And the last one I got from Books A Million was Pegasus, the Flame of Olympus by Kate O'Hearn. This is a middle grade novel, and the reason I got this is because it's a Greek mythology middle grade, and my little sister who's 10 has been looking for stuff to read, so I'm gonna give this a read and then hopefully pass it on to her and she can read and enjoy and be happy. And the last group of books I got was from Amazon.com. Woo! I got Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins. I don't know why I'm talking weird. It probably sounds even weirder since I'm sick. And this is a book that sounds really good. It has to do with angels and stuff. And actually, I own the second one. It's up on my shelf over there. I'd grab it, but I'm lazy. I already own the second one because I got it for like $2 because I found it somewhere. I don't remember where I got it or what. But I owned the second one, and so I got this first one for like $5 just because I wanted to be able to read the second one, have a purpose for the second one. So yep, that's exciting. This next one I'm sure you guys have seen if you saw my giveaway video, and that's Love Letters to the Dead. I bought this book because it's pretty. Actually, to be completely honest, I bought it because I decided I was going to give it away in the giveaway, and I wanted to be able to have it for my video. And I wanted to read it too, but that actually gave me the push to buy this. Yep, and I haven't read it yet, so I hope it's good. Otherwise, I'm giving away a bad book, and I'm really, really sorry. But it sounds good. I've heard good things from the people that have read it, so I hope it's good. Oh, and this book is by Ava Delara. The next book I got is really exciting. I got Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry, and I've heard really good things about this series, and it sounds really, really good. So I'm really excited. I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of these covers. Not exactly pretty. I think it's kind of ugly. But sorry, this is I don't know what I'm doing. The accent, I don't even know. I'm weird, okay? I'm sorry. My lighting is sucking so bad right now. And the next one is The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa, and I'm super excited to read this because I just read The Iron King by her, and it was really good, and she's a good writer, so I'm excited to read more by her. So this book is about vampires, and I love my vampires. Gonna be honest, I love them. And just, I've heard really good things, so knowing that there's a really good vampire book out there is making me really excited. Yay. And this has the deckled edges and these little flappity flaps. That's what they're called. professionally called Flappity Flaps. I think it's about this girl and she hates vampires like with a passion, but then she becomes one. Ooh. And I think it's her trying to pretend she's still human. Maybe. Could be making that up, but that's what I'm gonna go with. That's what it's about. And I'm really... my wrist just like gave out there. I'm really excited to read this. And I don't know why I'm hitting myself with it, but I'm excited. And this last one is a little bit different. It's not a typical book. It's actually a graphic novel. I know, guys. It's exciting. And that is Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan. Sorry, that's wrong. And I believe it's illustrated by Fiona Staples. This is so good, guys. Like, it deserves its hype. Like, this has so much hype, and I'm gonna tell you, it deserves it, because it was so good. I loved it so much. I think she's super gorgeous, by the way. Just saying. And I love the green in the hair. Super cool. Like, doesn't she just look fierce? Look at her. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I will say though that this has adult content. So if you are a child, if you shouldn't be reading adult content, then don't. Just leave this baby alone. Especially because this does have illustrations and there is some nudity and whatnot involved in this. But the illustrations are absolutely beautiful. The storyline is awesome. Like, honestly, so awesome. It's basically these star-crossed lovers and they have a child because they're at war. So then they're wanted by both planets and epicness. It's really good, honestly, guys. If you like graphic novels, if you're okay with mature adult content, if you like fantasy, if you like to laugh, if you like cool drawings, and if you like feisty badass chicks, then pick this up. Because it's really good, and I recommend it, and I loved it. So, yep, I got all those books. Let me know if you've read any of them, if you've been wanting any of them. Just let me know your feelings on the situation going on, guys. Just let me hear it. My voice is weird. It's probably time for me to go and read some more for this bout of books thingers that I'm doing. So, I probably should have been doing that the whole time, but instead I filmed the haul video because it sounded good. So thank you, BookTube, for putting me behind. I'm going to blame you and not myself, because it's totally your fault and totally not my fault. Not at all. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!